Hi, my name is Cody Boyd, and as you can tell, I am in the United States Navy. And with the recent decision from the Supreme Court on marriage equality and June being LGBT Pride Month, I decided to start a video blog. And this is my first one, so please bear with me. It's probably not going to be the best, but hopefully um, it gets better as the videos go. So a little bit about me. I am 27. I have been in the Navy for 7.5 years. I am originally from Oklahoma, and I am a mass communication specialist. So I am a journalist right now. I work at a radio station. I am currently stationed overseas in Italy and have been overseas my entire career. I've been able to travel, do some really great things. We'll get into my career in a later video, and we'll get into a little bit about my personal life in a later video as well. But this one I wanted to focus mainly on me coming out to my family as gay. So I came out 7 years ago, I guess. I came out around 7 years ago. And I had a very positive reaction, a very good reaction from my family. I was very pleased with how it all went down. And my sisters and my mother were gracious enough to let me interview them and ask them some questions about when I came out. Some of the questions that I asked was, do you remember when I came out? What was their reaction? What were their concerns? Has me coming out changed the way that they see me in any way? And what advice they could give to families or friends that are dealing with a close friend or family member coming out to them. And I interviewed all three of them separately, and I will post their full interviews separate from this video, but I will play a couple of their answers in this video because I think it's important to get both sides of the story. I don't think that me saying that they had a positive and great reaction really speaks as loudly as if they say it. Now, not every reaction was awesome. It did take a little while for them to come around, for a couple of them to come around, but it worked out, and I couldn't be more proud and happy of the family that I am in, and just proud to call them my family. So we'll start off. I asked each of them the same questions. I moved them around a little bit, asked a couple questions here and there that weren't for the other ones, but I asked them what their reaction was after I told them that I was gay. So here you go.
Well, if memory serves me correctly, I remember telling you that I loved you, and that was one of the main things that I wanted to be sure that you knew, was that I love you. And then I think that I remember telling you that even though that lifestyle didn't totally line up with my Christian beliefs, and as a pastor's wife, that I couldn't condone it, but that it didn't change anything, that I would always love you, and that it wouldn't change anything between us. And I hope that that's what was conveyed over the phone anyways, but I think in my mind, I just wanted you to know that I loved you, and that it was okay, and that I was here for you, and that it didn't change anything. So I think that I conveyed that. I hope so.
I was excited. I don't know what you remember, but I was like, oh, yay, fun. Like I've always hoped you were gay because I like gay people. Is that what you remember? Because you said you remember, kind of.
I do.
Better.
Yeah, I remember that conversation very, very clearly.
My first thought was, please don't let this be real. This is just a phase. He's in Europe. It's a phase he's going through. And I sick at my stomach. yeah, just because I mean, I know we'll get into more details about, other stuff, but I think I was just like all the air had just been sucked out of me or something. It was hard.
One of the next questions that I asked was what they did after they got off the phone. Both my sisters were pretty similar, I guess. My mom's reaction was a little different, so I want to play that one for you right now.
So I lay down on my bed and I was crying, and Steve came in, who is your stepdad, and he said, "I don't know what the big deal is." And I'm like, "What do you mean you don't know what the big deal is?" And he said, "Babe, he's still Cody. He hasn't changed. He's not somebody that you don't know. He's still Cody. It's not a big deal." And so that kind of got me through the really kind of feeling sorry for myself in a sense, or feeling like, not sorry for myself, but just in a little pity party type mood. He really pulled me out of it, because he said, I don't know what you're so upset about. So he's gay, big deal. So I thought, okay, big deal. He's, so what? He's still Cody.
And another question that I asked was, has my coming out changed the way that they see me as a person, as a sibling, as a son, anything? So here are their responses for that. Has my coming out changed the way that you see me?
Not at all. You're still, like I said, the most joyous and happy and loving and caring and generous person that I know. And I will always love you exactly the same, no matter what you're walking through or whatever happened. And I know that you'll be the same for me, which is what I love about our family. Is doesn't matter what any of us are walking through or what we've done to one another or where we've been, we love each other unconditionally through it all.
Okay. Thank you. You got to quit because you're going to make me cry.
No, except for being more open, and now I know we can have so much more fun. Then no, not at all.
Okay.
And we can talk about weird things like that we didn't talk about before.
That's very true. We have had some weird conversations that I probably would not have had with you if I was not gay.
No. I think I'm more protective of you, maybe, than maybe I am of the other kids. I don't know, just because, the mama clause come out when if somebody says something, a gay joke or a gay slur or whatever, it's like, well, you better back up. I just get very defensive. Not defensive, yes, defensive, but I'm not afraid to say. I tell my kids in the high school, they all know that you're gay. We talk about it because there's kids there that are gay, and I know that they're struggling. And so I want them to be comfortable in their own skin. And I'm not going to let somebody say a racial or a gay slur in front of anybody else that is gay or may have a gay sibling or parent or something like that. I'm going to defend them. So I don't see you in any different light. I mean, I'm so proud of the person that you are, be it straight, gay, green, or purple. It doesn't matter. I mean, you are who you are, and it really doesn't matter.
So the final question that I asked was, what advice could they give other families or friends who just had somebody come out to them, what would their advice to that person be as to how to handle it, how to take it, anything like that? So here are their responses for that one.
One word, love. Always live out love, and regardless of who anybody is or what they're walking through or what they want to be, just love them unconditionally. It's that simple.
To love them the same as they always have, and to not ever judge them, because we are who we are, and they still are who they are growing up, or were growing up. You just know something about them that you may have not ever known if they weren't honest with you. So you should be thankful for that.
Perfect. All right.
The first piece of advice that I would give anyone is, first of all, love your child, because they are the same person that you raised. They are that son or daughter that you raised and that you've loved all your life and watched grow up. And they're no different.
Again, I want to thank my sisters, Misty and Crystal, and my mom, Terry, for taking the time out to sit down and let me interview them about this, and that they were willing and open enough to talk about it, and not worried about it being on video and it going anywhere. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for loving me just as who I am. In later videos, I do want to get a little bit more into my military career, serving under Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and a background on my life as well. But I'm going to save that for another time. I did want to do this first one about coming out, because I think it's important that people see that, there aren't just negative reactions. There are positive reactions, and we've seen a ton of them on YouTube, positive and negative, but positivity is the best, and I just wanted to share my story. Hope you guys enjoyed it. The videos will get better. Again, I'm sorry. This is my first one, but I will post another one soon. Thanks.